Now I call upon Shri P. Wilson.
In fact, it increases the upper age limit for terminating pregnancy, especially for vulnerable women, and in cases of severe fetal abnormality. The Act regulates the condition under which pregnancy may be aborted. In fact, the bill increases the time period within which the abortion may be carried out. The bill gives more time for abortion to be done on the advice of one doctor up to 20 weeks and two doctors in case of certain categories of women between 20 to 24 weeks. The only problem here we could see is this right to have a child is a fundamental right, and right to bear a child is also a right of a woman. While allowing or subjecting the woman for undergoing this permission before the medical board, I wish that the medical board should contain the representation of women, even though it doesn't clearly specify that the medical board should have the woman gynecologist or pediatricians or radiologists or other experts. So my suggestion would be that it should contain women in that board. And another thing is, as one of my speakers said, there is a shortage of doctors in community health centers in rural areas. So therefore, within that time period, these rape survivors and other women who are affected have to approach and undergo this termination of pregnancy. Therefore, how are you going to address this problem? And as I said earlier, the woman should also be allowed to have a legal consultation about her rights and awareness. As I said, it's her right to bear a child. It's a right of a woman. And even though you increase the time, which is a welcome measure, beyond 20 weeks and 24 weeks by the board. So these things the bill fails to address. So I would request the Honorable Minister that a composite bill may be introduced, taking into consideration all these aspects, so that this will be a complete relief for the woman who faces this problem. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.